Not available at Mountain Mullets. Fountain. I don't know what the hell. Not available at Fountain Mullets. I can't read what it says.
Buy this pizza
Jesus.
now.
The hell? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gaining Grounds. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Jumping in the time machine, we are going back to 1991, and we are going to watch a video from 80s Commercial Vault called 90s Commercials Volume 402. These are commercials from May 5th, 1991. I don't know what network they are from. I don't think that really matters. We might find out during the reaction, but who cares? You know, I love 80s Commercial Vault. I love that channel. I've done a lot of 80s reactions, 80s commercial reactions. I don't think I've done 90s yet, so I'm excited to go back to that era. May 1991, I was a spry 10-year-old. I believe I was in the second half of 5th grade. And yeah, life was good. We had a Bush in the White House. We had a Clinton, incoming Clinton about a year and a half later. The 90s were just a really good time. It was my teenage years. And they were just a lot of fun. I'm still an 80s kid at heart. I love the 80s. I love the music. I love the 80s television, 80s movies, 80s commercials. But, you know, the 90s come in a very close second. So come along with me. We're going to go back to my youth. We're going to see how many of these I remember or can guess. Spoiler alert, the first commercials for Colgate toothpaste. And I know that because when I clicked on the description to make a screenshot, I could see Colgate as number one because this channel is nice enough to list out all the commercials in the description. So I can't cheat with the first one. It's Colgate toothpaste, but we'll try to figure out the rest. And I think it's going to be fun. We've never done 90s before, so hopefully you have some fun. Hopefully I have some fun. Hopefully together we have a bunch of 90s fun. Let's go.
The Colgate Plus toothbrush meets old Squarehead.
I mean, honestly, if I hadn't seen it in the description, that would have been an easy guess because the toothbrush says Colgate on it, but still, we're not going to cheat.
At first, it was hard being the odd-looking toothbrush. But
I do not remember this commercial, but I do remember a time when a toothbrush like that was revolutionary, if you will. Growing up in the 80s, we always had toothbrushes that looked like the ones on the right. They were is it a rectangle? I'm bad with my shapes and my geometry. And so I guess the early 90s was when we started introducing different toothbrush shapes to get your plaques going. And then, of course, at some point after this, the electronic toothbrush revolution began, but you know.
But it's my dual bristle design and diamond-shaped head that helps me clean teeth.
That yellow toothpaste looks dirty as hell. I'm pretty sure they use that yellow toothpaste. That yellow toothbrush looks dirty as hell. I'm pretty sure that in this imaginary world that doesn't exist in this commercial, that yellow toothbrush was used to clean toilets.
The massage gun
So maybe that yellow toothbrush should not be laughing as hard as it is.
comes so well and so comfortably. No Squarehead could beat that. So my neighbor moved out, and Peggy moved in.
Ooh la la.
The odd-looking, super-cleaning, comfy-feeling toothbrush.
Ooh la la. Alright. Okay, it's a flower. I'm gonna go with some kind of feminine product. I'm gonna go with Summer's Eve.
What is it like to feel like a flower? I'd feel soft, scented,
Oh, is it Caress soap?
pink.
Oh, Kame, who cares? They still make that soap? I think they do, right?
For me, it would feel
You gotta admit, feminine products, Summer's Eve was a great guess.
fresh, like dew and petals. Natural. I'd feel exotic, like orchids at night.
New
This is
Camay,
too
a
much.
collection of 3 new fragrances.
Petal soft, scented.
It all begins with Camay. Which one is you?
That was way too dramatic for a freaking soap commercial. Way too much. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go with Bell Telephone. Who was around in the early 90s? AT&T, or were they still Bell? But obviously it's a telephone commercial, and it looks like the Bell logo. I'm gonna go with Bell.
With the Pacific Bell calling card,
Pacific Bell. I'm still giving myself a win.
you can easily charge calls wherever you are, whether you're just down the street or somewhere up the coast. But unlike most calling cards, Pacific Bells is based on your own familiar phone number.
Remember calling cards? God. Remember having to wait until after 9 p.m. to call someone with your cell phone? In Rhode Island, we were all the same area code, and I remember growing up when my grandmother would call her friend who lived maybe in the same state, mind you, maybe 15 miles north. She would have to pay long distance for that. Like, remember those days of long distance calling? Don't miss them.
And since it's welcome at most every phone, it's really the only calling card you need to hang on to. Pacific Bell. We're making things easy.
The only time we ever bought calling cards was when my parents wanted to call back to the motherland. When they were calling like their relatives over in Portugal, my mother would buy the little... she would buy the... I guess, was it a calling card? A telephone card? Whatever. She'd buy it from the local Portuguese store. The Portuguese market sold them by like dozens a day because the whole neighborhood was Portuguese, and we all went to that store to buy our Portuguese goods and stuff. And my mother would always buy the calling card so she could call her relatives and her friends back home. Memories.
Everywhere.
Hannah and Her Sisters. Okay, so that's a movie, I guess.
Very lovely and real about Hannah.
Oh, that's Michael Caine, and I can't think of her name, but I know her too.
She gives me a very deep feeling of being...
What the hell's her name? Oh my gosh. Not Sissy Spacek, not Faye Dunaway. Oh, I could see her clearly.
part of something.
Elliot, don't!
Lee, I'm in love with you.
You want my husband to have a child with you?
Yeah, don't answer now. Just, take it home and think about it for a while.
I don't know if you remember me, but we
Oh boy, it's Woody. Uh-oh.
had the worst night of my life together.
Woody Allen's critically acclaimed film, Hannah and Her Sisters.
Never heard of it. What the hell's that woman's name? And it's making me... that's the woman he was... That's the woman he was married to. Isn't that her, the one he was married to, who she now accuses him of being inappropriate? Or, no, the woman he was married to, that they adopted, the daughter who he now is married to. It's a lot. God, what's her name? Oh my God, not, Woody Harrelson. I don't want to Google it, because it's going to make me so mad when I see her name. Damn it. Not Woody Harrelson. Oh, look at me smearing the beloved Woody Harrelson. What's this guy's name? Woody Allen. Sorry, Woody Harrelson. Don't sue me. I'm thinking of Mia Farrow. God.
Monday night at 8 on TV 44, the movie station.
Woody Allen, not Harrison. Harrelson. Do not mess with Woody Harrelson. Okay, I'm going to go with Pepsi. I was so close. Look at Paula Abdul looking fabulous in 1991. This was her heyday. NutraSweet. I don't think... Do they still use NutraSweet anymore? Not available at Mountain Mullets? Fountain... I don't know what the hell... Not available at Fountain Mullets? I can't read what it says. Oh, not available at Fountain Outlets. So could you not get Diet Coke at a fountain in the early 90s? I wonder why.
Flautas, tostadas, fajitas.
Okay, I guess it's some kind of spice. Did I see Rosarita? I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted.
Adidas, Rosaritas.
I don't know what the hell Rosarita spices is. I don't recognize any of these commercials, and I was definitely like alive and watching a lot of TV at this time.
Senora, senoritas. Flautas, tostadas, tostaditas.
This looks good.
Burritos. It's the bean thing. Flautas, empanadas. Gimme some. Huevos rancheros.
Oh, I love a huevos rancheros. These commercials make me want Mexican food.
Tamales, tostadas. In Mexican cooking, it all begins with beans. Rosarita refried beans. I like it.
Oh, it's refried beans. I thought the whole thing was like a Rosarita spices or something. It's just the whole thing is just for a can of beans. That's a lot. Okay, well, I know it's pizza, so I'm gonna go with... Oh, gosh, I'm gonna go with Domino's. Oh, it could be Pizza Hut. Oof. I'm gonna go with Pizza. I'm changing my vote to Pizza Hut. That doesn't even look good. That pizza looks terrible.
Buy this
pizza
Jesus.
now.
The hell? Oh, that's actually the name of a pizza place, Round Table Pizza. Was that a frozen pizza, or was that a pizza restaurant, Round Table Pizza? And that commercial made me angry. Okay, well, beef. So I'm gonna go with, I don't know, the beef industry. What should be A1 steak sauce?
It's prime rib. Prime rates. Prime location.
Oh, is this a commercial for local programming news? Yeah, it's like a news segment. No, never mind.
Now there's Good Sports prime time at 9.
Good sports, prime time.
Chuck Nevius and Glenn Dickey of the Chronicle, Ray Ratto of the National, and Dave Newhouse of the Contra Costa Times host a primetime special with a very special guest. So special, we can't even tell you who it is.
All guy, fake white hair.
Oh, look at that mullet. Look at that mullet and that porn stash. Loving him. Love the Danny Tanner sweater. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. But yeah, I don't know what this commercial is, but this seems like it was very localized to a specific market that obviously was not where I grew up.
Watch Good Sports, the special, tonight at 9 on TV 44.
Oh, because this is all California programming. Okay, that explains it. I was on the other side of the country.
Yo, from our home
Ooh, McDonald's.
studio, it's Ricky and D. Now, my man, Rick, a serious burger lover, is doing a blind taste test of McDonald's new McLean Deluxe sandwich.
Oh, I used to love the McLean Deluxe. They used to have burgers. There was an Arch Deluxe and a McLean Deluxe. I loved them both. The Arch Deluxe, who remembers the Arch Deluxe? It was marketed as the burger for adults. I don't know why. I don't know if it had a job or had bills to pay, but it was marketed as the burger for adults, and I loved it as a kid. That's why I'm fat.
The taste is going boom. McDonald's is the only one with this 91% fat-free.
Oh, because the patty was lean. Now we know why that burger didn't survive. Nobody wants to go to McDonald's for a lean burger. Give me a break. It's like going to Dairy Queen for a salad.
Lean beef fat. Wait, hold up. 91% fat-free? No, man. Straight up. The taste is kicking. And it's a serious value. The new McLean Deluxe. 100% dead. On taste. On taste. Word up.
To your mother. I wonder how long the McLean Deluxe lasted.
McDonald's today.
We bought it.
Was this another Pacific Bell thing? And I only know that because I think I saw the logo appear.
It charges through the nose.
Approximately $100,000. What I have now could be obsolete in 2 years.
It's absolutely useless. I'd be lucky if I got.
Oh man, what I have now could be absolute obsolete in 3 years. If only I could go back in time and explain the future to you. Obsolete happens literally every 15 days now.
A dime or 25 cents on the dollar. We gave it back to them.
And it was eating us out of house and home.
We can't even give it away.
Pacific Bell and Centrex gave me a very cost-effective.
Love her hair. You know how many like grocery items I could have hit in that woman's hair? As like if we wanted to like shoplift from like a grocery store, I'd be like, Ma, put this can of beans in your bouffants. Bloop.
System.
You don't have to have it on site. You don't have to repair it.
If you decide that you're not really using a feature, you can take it off, and then you're not charged for it.
And no matter how big.
Remember features? You have to call to turn on caller ID or call waiting or three-way calling. Oh my gosh, those were the days when your mom or your parent would be like, guess what, kids? We just ordered call waiting. And we'd be like, what? And then the internet came along and ruined everything because people would call my house and always get a busy signal because I had that AOL dial-up. You know, it's like you can never win.
We'll grow. We'll never outgrow the phone company.
Call Pac Bell, switch it, make a change. It's great.
Never before.
This is it.
I don't like these commercials. No offense to these commercials, Vault, but these are all like tailored to California. I should have maybe I should have went down the list to see if they were more national commercials, but then it would have ruined the fun of trying to guess crap.
There's been a sale like this.
It's a sale. I've always wanted a Jeep 4x4.
I don't care.
A sale 50 years in the making.
I've always wanted one.
I don't care.
Rediscover American value in the legendary Jeep Wrangler.
There's only one Jeep.
Or get special 50th anniversary cashback on Jeep Cherokee.
Affordable.
Rediscover America and American value. Now during the 50th anniversary Jeep sale at your California Jeep and Eagle dealer.
I wonder if that number's still valid. 1-800-352-JEEP. Somebody call and let me know in the comments down below.
Smart.
Smart. All right.
For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down.
Personally, okay, if some woman with a British accent fell out the sky and showed up at my front door and was like, I want to come in and help you raise your kids. Number one, I say, I don't have kids, I have dogs. Number two, I'd probably call the police. Because I feel like that's not normal. But listen, I know it's a movie, you got to suspend belief, but like, I'd be like, Predator? Like, what do you, like, how did you get here? You just fell from the sky and now you want to watch my kids alone and feed them spoonfuls of sugar? I'm good. And then you bring that weirdo who cleans chimneys. This whole movie was a big red flag.
Walt Disney Family Classic is back.
Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way.
And there's only one word that can describe it. Academy Award.
That's not a word.
Winner Julie Andrews. In the Walt Disney Motion Picture Classic, Mary Poppins.
Wednesday night at 8 on TV 44.
For those of you who are old, remember how exciting it was when like a movie that was in the movie theater was premiering on like regular television? Like before, like we had like all of these streaming services. You'd see a commercial like this, and as a kid, you'd be like, I can watch Mary Poppins on regular television. And Wednesday would come along, and you'd make popcorn or 55 bowls of Lucky Charms, and 8 o'clock would come, and you'd all gather around and watch Mary Poppins with commercials, of course. But we didn't know any better back then. Now we do. We're like, commercials. Ugh.
The action is hotter.
Is this Toxic Event? Is this the? Oh my God! What was that movie? The Toxic Avengers.
The stakes are higher. The effects are twice as dangerous. Gotcha. FX2, The Deadly Art of Illusion. Rated PG-13.
What the hell is that? FX2. I know Brian Dennehy starring Brian Brown. I don't know who that is. Joanna Gleason. Why do I? That woman was always on The Match Game. Joanna Gleason. Do I know her from that? I know that name, Joanna Gleason. I think she's on The Match Game a lot. She was in the 70s. And I don't know who the hell Rachel Tekoda and who else is there. I don't know. But I recognize two names, Brian Dennehy and Joanna. Oh, no, Joanna Gleason. Because I like to watch old game shows, as we know. Joanna Gleason is always on Password Plus. When I watch her on Buzzer, she's usually a celebrity contestant. So apparently in 1991, she made a movie called FX2. Sounds terrible, looks terrible. And I could see why I don't know what the hell it is, because doesn't seem appealing. Oh, look at that at the top. A Dodi Fayed production. Dodi Fayed, Princess Diana's lover, who was killed alongside her in that car crash 6.5 years after this commercial. Sad.
Starts Friday, May 10th at theaters everywhere.
I didn't realize Dodi Fayed produced movies. I know his father was what's the big? Is it a hotel chain or a jewelry chain? The Fayeds. I can't think. It doesn't matter. What's his commercial for? I'm gonna go with I don't know. Boudoir shoots. No, that wouldn't be a commercial. I'm gonna go with I don't know. Is that a woman? Looks like a woman. And is that she in a kimono? I'm not sure. We might be running into some cultural appropriation here. So be prepared, SJWs. Don't holler at me. Holler at the 90s. And a guy looks like he's taking her photo. I'm gonna go with a modeling agency.
For Mother's Day, obsession at department stores.
A perfume. All that for a perfume. Obsession. They still make Obsession?
Now at Ross, the only
Ross was a thing in 1991. I didn't know Ross has been around for that long. We didn't have Ross up north. I never saw Ross or heard about Ross till I moved down south.
Difference is the price. A floral print sundress at leading department stores. Now at Ross, the only difference is the price. An incredible collection of sterling silver and gold vermeil jewelry at department stores. Now at Ross, the only difference is the...
She's fabulous. I like her.
Price. At Ross, every day, the only difference...
I wonder why they advertised a phone number at the time. Like, who the hell was like, oh, I've got to give Ross a call. 800-345-ROSS. Like, was it for feedback of the commercials?
Difference is the price.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, this was before internet. You probably had to call 800-345-ROSS to figure out your nearest location. Remember those days?
It started with a need.
Okay, I'm going to go with it's a car commercial, Chrysler.
Weather watch is in effect.
Damn it!
I was on my way to Mom's, just me and the kids, when it happened.
A need to combine handling, power, and added peace of mind in a family car.
I was about to say, damn it, it's a local meteorologist news commercial, but no, it's a car. Now, am I right with Chrysler?
Automobile Magazine called it a new standard by which all minivans will be judged.
It handled beautifully.
We call it Previa. It's a Toyota.
They just...
it's a Toyota. Damn you, Toyota. Although Toyotas are very reliable cars.
Drove out.
I bet someone's driving that Previa today, 40 years after it was discontinued, and I bet you that Previa has like 800,000 miles and it's still going strong. It probably smells like garbage. It's probably creating a second hole in the ozone layer, but I guarantee you it starts up and it takes you from A to B.
And it's like nothing you've ever experienced.
I love what you do for me, Toyota. I'm glad they got rid of that one. That's a stupid one. What's the new, well, I don't even know, do they have a what do you call it, a motto? Not a motto. A jingle, not a jingle, whatever. Do they have one of those today?
Thursday night at 8, Matthew Broderick squeezes through some tight situations.
I remember Ladyhawke, Matthew Broderick and Michelle Pfeiffer.
It happens upon a medieval love affair, doomed to darkness.
He called upon the powers of darkness for the means to damn the lover.
Look how young Ferris Bueller was.
And destroy a friendship.
There are strange forces at work, magical ones that surround you.
Matthew Broderick and Michelle Pfeiffer as Ladyhawke. Thursday night at 8 on TV 44.
I don't know if I ever watched that movie. I know of it. I knew it was him and I knew it was Michelle Pfeiffer. But now I'm like, have I ever seen it?
I'm not handy
Okay, he just hit himself in the thumb, so I'm gonna go with Band-Aid commercial.
with a hammer. Watch him run when I'm in sight.
Was it a Home Depot commercial?
The orchard's gonna treat me
Another freaking local place. Oh man, this video's been a letdown.
so right.
I never built me a castle. I'm not savvy with the star. Orchard showed me how to do it like I've never done before. They got it all, got it now, got it good. Orchard.
Orchard Supply Hardware. If I was alive in the 90s, let me rephrase. If I was a credit card carrying adult in 1991 who lived in the Bay Area, California, I would not shop at this store simply because of this one commercial. It's the dumbest commercial I've ever seen or heard in my life.
All right.
We've had
Okay, oh, it's a stupid Pacific Bell again. That logo keeps ruining everything.
babies up there, a 106-year-old man. No one regrets it, ever.
Ellen Jones, Balloons Above the Valley. I wonder if Miss Jones is still with us.
People do call with questions. They can feel very comfortable talking to us because we're the ones that have paid for it instead of them. And that's why.
I mean, why so many commercials for a damn phone company? Were phone companies being peddled that much? Like, were people, like, were there people pushing phone companies onto all of us in the early 90s? Like, I don't get it. I don't remember this many. I don't remember one phone commercial growing up. And in this little block of time, I've seen, what, 3 or 4 already? It's weird. Maybe it was just a California thing.
Why the custom 800 number made sense to us.
Any business can soar with Pacific Bell Custom 800.
$15 a month. So what'd you get, 800 minutes? Oh, my God.
Call and find out how to target certain towns or with a participating long-distance carrier all of California.
We've grown so fast because of it, we're going statewide now.
Oh, wow. They're going statewide. That's so weird.
He had the genius of a master detective, the instinct and skill to make it look like child's play.
The game is afoot.
Now, from the creative mind of producer Steven Spielberg, comes a movie filled with fantasy, suspense, and murder.
Hans is going to solve the crime!
Come along on a dazzling adventure and see how a legend was born. It's the whodunit that started it all. Young Sherlock Holmes. Friday night at 8 on TV.
I don't remember this movie, and it was by Steven Spielberg. I don't think I've ever heard of Young Sherlock Holmes. I remember TV shows. Oh wait, that was Young Indiana Jones. Because Indiana Jones had a TV show, right? Or was it a cartoon? Whatever. But there was a Young Indiana Jones, but I don't remember Young Sherlock Holmes.
44, the movie station.
Okay, it's something rainbow. I don't know what rainbow is though, but the logo's giving it away. It's a rainbow product. Is it food?
Comes to bread, there's always been a big difference between what I want, delicious, and what Mom thinks.
White bread. Every time I think of white bread, I just think of that poor kid in elementary school with the braces. And every day after lunch, he had white bread and mayonnaise stuck in his little brace brackets, and I had to look at it the rest of the day because we were like young and we didn't know enough to help each other out and tell each other things like, "Hey, wipe your mouth." So we all just sat there in awe at the fact that he had like lunch sitting in his teeth for like 4 hours.
I need.
Nutritious.
It's a good thing Rainbow is introducing new Iron Kids bread. A bread with...
Is rainbow still a thing? I've never heard of rainbow bread. Iron Kids bread, so what do they add more iron to it? That's exciting. Who needs a piece of steak when you could just have a slice of rainbow bread?
It's all the fiber, iron, and other important nutrients of whole wheat bread, plus the look, feel, and taste of white bread.
What the hell are you eating?
Sure, Mom and I will always have our differences.
Nutritious.
Delicious. But Iron Kids bread is one thing we both agree on.
That's way too big for a loaf. I'm assuming that's exaggerated for the commercial. And yeah, even as a kid, I preferred wheat bread. I was never a white bread person. Wheat bread to me just, I don't know, it's like brown rice, wheat bread. Maybe it's the color that just like tricks my mind into thinking it has flavor, but it just tastes different to me. I love wheat bread, brown rice.
New Iron Kids bread from Rainbow.
Never heard of it. All right. Okay. Well, this is ruined. 1991 SC Johnson and Company. So, Johnson & Johnson. I'm going to go with, not baby oil, baby powder. I'm going to go with Johnson & Johnson baby powder.
Introducing a new
Mother.
idea.
This I remember, though. I don't remember this commercial, but I remember these products. Country Pottery. I think my mom had some around the house.
In air freshening, Glade Country Pottery.
Yeah, I remember those. Glade made them.
The pottery, put it here, put it there.
Simple, handmade pieces of glazed pottery.
Put it everywhere.
I don't remember the commercial, but I remember these. I remember these.
The porous clay releases the light, fresh scent for 30 days.
Just to put out the pottery, put the fresh country air everywhere.
God, the marketing teams of the late 80s, early 90s sucked. All these music, these jingles are terrible.
Put out the pottery. New Glade Country Pottery.
Oh, I was about to guess, but now I can't because I heard them say double. I wouldn't have guessed it. This is Doublemint gum. Oh, I'm so mad I should have paused it sooner because I was probably going to guess Chuck E. Cheese.
Double your refreshment. Double your enjoyment. Oh, no single gum, double.
I don't know why I think I know the words. I'm just mumbling.
Your mouth like Doublemint gum. Double your
Oh, hello, sir.
refreshment. Double your delightment. Oh, no single gum, double fresh in your mouth like double fresh, double good. Come on and double it, Doublemint gum.
There's no single gum like it. We now return to...
Oh, how exciting. We now return to 16 Candles just in time for the video to end. That was the longest commercial break ever, although I'm assuming it was edited. I don't remember that specific Doublemint commercial, but obviously everybody who grew up in that time, we all remember the Doublemint commercials. The one I remember was, I feel like they were by the beach. There was a pair of twin girls and twin boys. I never saw that specific one. Oh, sorry. I never saw that specific one, but obviously the jingle and the idea of it is very well known. It was very popular for a while. And 16 Candles, great movie.
16 Candles on TV 44.
Okay, that was fun, I guess. I'm a little disappointed. A lot of the commercials were very regional to California. I was hoping for more national stuff. Obviously, we had the Colgate toothpaste. A lot of Pacific Bell commercials. They were really pushing phone companies back in that day like drugs or something. It was very interesting. Some movies I never heard of. FX2. What was the other one? It was FX2. I've got the list up. Young Sherlock Holmes. I don't remember that movie at all. And then there was the TV spots for like Mary Poppins. Those were fun. But yeah, the TV spots for Mary Poppins. Like I remember things like these commercials. Like growing up, I remember like this Sunday, the world premiere of so-and-so, but none of these commercials outside of the Doublemint one really seemed familiar to me, and obviously the Colgate one, because that's universal. What else was there? Shocked that Ross was a thing 30 years ago. 31 years ago, technically 31 years next month. I don't remember Ross being around, but like I said, I grew up in a different part of the country, so when I never heard of Ross, I moved down to Florida. But yeah, a lot of localized stuff, a lot of phone commercials. I had fun, but I'm a little let down. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you from the California area or the West Coast, Pacific area? Do you recognize any of these commercials? I sure didn't, but I tried to have as much fun as possible, and I hope you did as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up. We just like my videos, we like my videos, we just like my channel, we like my channel grows. And feel free to share this video on other social media. I also have a Discord link down below. Feel free to join us there, not just for chatting, but for notification purposes. Sometimes the tubes doesn't always send notifications when I upload videos. My Discord always does. So if anything, it's a great backup for when the tubes has a sad or has a moment and doesn't do what it's supposed to be doing. Anyway, as always, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and most of all, thank you for watching. And until next time.